corridor of hate led to a long staircase that took us up and up. According to the map, the last room at the end of these stairs. So far, we spent about 3 hours. So, 4 hours left. Not bad. We've really only been here for 3 hours? And it seemed like much longer. Maybe because I hadn't been able to see that sun? It feels like we've been in here all day. I'm tired, and now I'm starting to feel hungry. Then, almost as if he'd heard me, Miyoshi suddenly sat down on the stairs. Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just need to rest a little.
He's obviously tired out. That stunt earlier must have taken more out of him than he let on. Mitarashi stopped and came back down the stairs towards us. He frowned and took a hold of Miyoshi. We don't have time to sit around, man. Come on, I'll even lend you a shoulder. Let's go.
Huh?
What? I gotta spell it out for you? Just let me help. And maybe start training your body a bit. Don't just play games all day. You're a man, aren't you? With a grunt, Mitarashi hauled Miyoshi to his feet and propped him up on his shoulder. Whoa, dang, bro. You getting enough to eat? I feel like I'm lifting a pillow.
I'm fine.
I watched them head off up the stairs. I guess Mitarashi's actually a pretty good guy. I thought he was kind of scary at first, but ooh, whoops, better get moving. My goodness. Gotta justify all the possible romances, eh? I've been so busy thinking, I fall into the back of the line. Who knows what the next puzzle is going to be? I need to get up these stairs quick. Still, they were a pretty rough climb. When we started, I've been hopping up them a good clip, and now it seemed like they went on forever. Oh. Are you alright there, Kagome? Oh, yeah. Your life has been put in more or less constant danger for the last several hours, but there is no shame in feeling a bit tired. So close. No, I'm fine. I'm fine, seriously. I'm playing a girl, so I mean the opposite, so you better help me or else I'm gonna be mad at you for the rest of the game. I smiled and shook my head. I'm tired, but everybody's tired. I'm sure Urabe is too. Thanks, but I'm fine. Of course, there's no shame in asking for help. If you need any, you only have to call. He smiled again, then turned and headed off up the stairs alone. I followed silently. At long last, we reached the top of the stairs. In front of us stood the set of double doors. Everyone else was already there, taking a moment to catch their breath. There you are.
Oh man, I'm wiped. I haven't been this tired since we played that gig at the pyramids.
Sure could use a pick-me-up right about now. Are you alright, Miyoshi?
Yeah, Mitarashi gave me a hand.
Good. Man, you guys need to hit the gym. This is sad. Everyone else was panting and tired, but Mitarashi seemed as energized and relaxed as he had an hour ago. Shido looked as if he was about to say something, but before he could... Well done, I see you're not dead yet, Wink. Hochstein. We weren't likely to forget that voice anytime soon. I might have got the voice wrong, actually. I have to say, I'm having a lot of fun watching you lose your minds. From somewhere safe, of course. Oink, oink. Bastard. Oh, how scary. His attempt at manipulation was clear. To everyone except Mitarashi, apparently. Don't let him provoke you. You can't fight him. Not here. I know that. Ugh. He shook Shido off and spat angrily. So that little creep's got eyes and ears on us everywhere we go. Shirabe appeared to be thinking the same thing I was. There are probably surveillance cameras all over the place. Right. He shoved another snack into his mouth and started scratching on his beard. Yeah, his non-existent beard. Well, at any rate, the next puzzle is the last one in this attraction, so make sure you enjoy it. Until we meet again, well, If we meet again, assuming you're not all dead. And with that, he was gone. Damn pig, what the hell was the point of that? Is he just trying to mess with us? Probably. I imagine he's trying to get us riled up. In your case, at least, it seems to have worked. Yeah, well, I've been pretty pissed this whole time, you know? Didn't exactly need his help.
Yeah?
Maybe, but a little taunting isn't any reason for us to get our panties in a bunch. We ought to rest a bit before we move on. Mayoshi's looking pretty beat. Right.
Sorry.
Ugh, I can't deal with this anymore. As soon as we get out of here, I'm turning that bastard into bacon. We agreed to rest a little longer before heading to the last puzzle. Is he really just doing this for entertainment? He's taken the park staff hostage, chosen 7 heroes to solve these puzzles. It does feel like a game, although it's a pretty messed up one. But I feel like there's more to it. There's gotta be. After a few minutes, we gathered ourselves and moved to the door, ready to take on the next puzzle. Alright, let's do this. Get your heads in the game, people. Mitarashi grabbed the doorknob and looked back at the rest of us. We all nodded back. Our short rest seemed to have restored some of the calm. Even Wakasa looked determined. Alright, time to get to work. Beyond the door was a glamorous Japanese-style room covered in Western ornament. The walls were all sliding doors, but the massive ceiling chandelier hung from the ceiling. It looked like a house built during the late 1800s or early 1900s. In the center of the room was another strange statue. And just like before, next to it was a device with 7 panels. The head is really big. Shirebe tapped his forehead and nodded. Must be something from the game. Narayan. That's a Narayan. What's Narayan? It's a monster that goes into people's houses and drinks their tea. This one is different, though. Yes, it's got Western armor and is holding a sword.
This is the final boss from Samurai Fantasy VII.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Moving carefully and checking everywhere for hidden traps, we slowly approached the statue.
It's beautiful.
What the hell, bro? You serious? Just looks like some sort of ugly alien.
It's really cool. The smooth, perfect sculpting.
He didn't go so far to touch it, but I got the impression that if he thought it was safe, he would have. Mayoshi's kind of funny. I was watching him gaze appreciatively at the statue when I heard a familiar voice. Taken the holy seal, and with the prayer of the priestess defeat the Demon King. The light of victory will illuminate your path. It was confusing. Priestess, eh? The lit panel was a picture of a woman. Well, there's a whole lot of women in this group. We should investigate the room more thoroughly. Once we know more, we can examine the hint more closely, Kagome. I would think we should split up again. I would like you to decide how. Me? Why? You seem to have a good intuition. Does anyone... woman's intuition. Does anyone have any objections? Fine, whatever. Let's just get moving. Ooh, 3 options. Probably a decent time to save again. Okay, who do I want to go with? Not Mitarashi. Not really in the mood for getting some escort services on. So with... Shirabe was... There's only 5 here, so I'm guessing Idle Boy is gonna do nothing. Arabe. No, I like both. I don't really care for Fortune Teller dude. He reminds me too much of Hagakure. Just the Fortune Teller part mainly. I'm just gonna examine the floor with these two. I decide to investigate the floor with Shirabe and Mayoshi. Remember, if you find anything, don't touch it. Don't know what does what in here. Right. We spread out in different directions, scanning the floor. It seemed totally ordinary, until I spotted a mark about the size of a fist near the wall. Yeah, there's something over here. It looked familiar, but I couldn't quite place why. This is 3-leafed wild ginger. Oh, that's the Mito seal. Correct. They also call it the Mitsu... Goddamn Japanese words. Mitsubao... Mitsubaoi. I'm not going to say that again. It's pretty well known. Like you said, it was used in Mito. The plant is called Asarum colescens, or wild ginger. The plant is called wild ginger. Usually it has 2 leaves. 3-leaf plants are exceedingly rare. So it's like a 4-leaf clover. Mayoshi spoke up. Edo Palace was the home of the ruling Tokugawa family. The protagonist is actually part of the family. So that means this is the crest of the ruling clan, right? Do you think this could be the Holy Seal? I think so. Look at this. Ah. It's sticking out. Just a little, see? My money says that this is some sort of switch. There's something... Then something will happen if we push it. That's how switches usually work, yes? I don't think we're going to find anything else here, though. Mayoshi nodded and we decided to regroup and see what the other teams had found. Is there any point to choosing between these? Because I think we get all the same information no matter what. And it doesn't seem like I'm bonding with them anymore. It only took a few minutes to go over everything we'd learned. Shido reported finding a diamond-shaped hole all the way through the statue, from stomach to its back. Also, the statue and its base were apparently made of different metals. Mitarashi reported that they discovered the sliding doors were mostly just painted on, though there were a few real ones. Each wall had 1 real door, so if we didn't count the entrance, that left 3 possible exits. Okay, looks like we found everything we're gonna find. Now, how does this mess connect with what we heard? Take in hand the Holy Seal, and with the prayer of the priestess defeat the Demon King. The light of victory will illuminate your path. Take in hand the Holy Seal, and with the prayer of the priestess must mean that the priestess has to push the button with the seal on it. Shido reached over and put his hand on my arm. Kagome, you're going to have to do it. What? Why me? Well, you're the only one... You have to be the priestess. You're only a woman here, after all.
That, and you're the only people who haven't gone yet are you and Shirabe.
There's no way in hell he's a priestess. Oh, yes. I mean, he could be. He could be. I mean, look at him. He's so elegant. He's the journalist, right? Oh, yes. I guess that makes sense. Alright, I'll give it a shot. I took a deep breath and pushed the button. Everyone swallowed. Huh? Nothing happens. I'd been expecting, well, something. This was odd. Give it another shot. Maybe it's sticky. Yeah, that's it. I pushed again as hard as I could. I don't think it's even moving. What? Maybe it's broken. He gestured for me to move aside and press down on Seal with his foot. Oh. A pleasant chime sounded, but the priestess panel disappeared to be replaced by the warrior. the hell? Is he the priestess? Oh, that's fucking great. What the hell? Why'd it work for me? I guess you must be the priestess. What? No. That's crazy. Lies! Look, if I'm either one of those little pictures, I'm the warrior. He looked hurt and a little flustered, but... Are you kidding me? This old thought's supposed to be the priestess. I suppose the old adage is true. One cannot judge a book by its cover. Don't laugh at him. But it's so funny. Damn it. Leave me be, you hoppies. Backstabbers. How is this girl a warrior? Something's up here and I don't like it. It is a little strange, but at least it looks like we got it to work. Shadow had remained silent up until now, but he suddenly spoke up. Or perhaps Kagome isn't actually represented by one of these panels. What? Why? You volunteered to participate, but we were chosen. You're an unforeseen element. The warrior on that panel might be for whoever it was originally intended to be here instead of you. I see. That would make sense. Yeah, that's a decent theory. I was wondering how they set this all up and accounted for her earlier. Right. Wait, what? You're saying I still would have been the priestess? Calm down. It's only a guess. But if you think about it, the fact that this game seems to be specifically tailored to us is even more unsettling. Damn it, where does that pig get off just making stuff up? What, was the guy who's supposed to be here have a top knot and a pair of swords or something? The humor of the situation was beginning to ebb. Yeah, I really don't care who the priestess is. We figured out this part of the puzzle. Yeah, so what do we do next? Oh, hey, look at this. Part of the floor opened up. We all ran over to see what Picasso was talking about. Sure enough, there was now a large hole in the floor. Looks like there's something inside. Let me see what it is. Mitarashi, either unafraid or unaware of the possible dangers, stuck his hand in the hole and pulled out... Ooh, imagine if you just threw your hand in there and just slice. A katana? Looks like one. First time I've ever had a real one. Thing's pretty heavy. Look, on the guard. Do you think this is? Wild ginger. The same seal as before. This must be the Holy Seal then. Yeah, maybe. This is the Holy Sword Muramasa from the game. It's an heirloom of the Tokugawa family, and the only thing that can hurt the Nuraiyan. Yeah! What is this? What it is totally sweet looking. A holy seal, huh? Mitarashi drew the sword from its scabbard with flourish and swung it around a few times, grinning and posing. Careful there, buddy. You have a timed an item! The voice echoed across the room. I guess we got it right. Apparently, the next part is defeat the Demon King, so... Well, that's easy. Mitarashi swaggered over to the statue and with one dramatic motion shoved the sword through it. See, it fits that hole perfectly. Interesting. So the hole was made to fit the sword. I suppose this would count as defeating the Demon King. Mitarashi gave the sword a final shove and the statue made a small click, followed by an electronic whirring noise. Hey, looks like that triggered something. What do you think that noise is? Probably that.
The light is moving.
We watched as it slowly turned to point at the top of the sword. It's reflecting off the katana and pointing to the door on the right-hand wall. The light of victory will illuminate your path. That's it. We solved the whole damn thing. Yeah. I gave him a vigorous nod. Alright, Kagome, you open the door this time. Warrior, huh? Here goes. Now that the puzzle was solved, all I had to do was open the door and we would be finished with the attraction. I could feel everyone's eyes on me. I grabbed hold of the door and threw it open. On the other side was a wall with the head of a demon mounted on it. What? Oh shoot, it's gonna hurt me. I stepped forward to get a closer look. A harsh buzzer sounded. The warrior panel turned red! Get down! As he shouted, I heard an arrow fire from the demon. Oh. Ah! Suddenly, I was frozen in place by surprise and terror. I squeezed my eyes and shut. You idiot! Hi! Was there someone else in the opening that I'm just totally forgetting? Something slammed right into my body. The arrow, I thought. No, wait, this is another body. I opened my eyes and looked up. Ooh. Ouch. Ooh, wow, that looks like it really hurts. Okay. You okay? What? His face only twisted in pain, and it only took a moment to see why. The bolt had been meant for me was buried in his shoulder. Are you alright? That's a little bit more than I expected. Midarashi saved me? I realized my mouth was hanging open and quickly shut it, but I felt awkward. I have to say something. If I just jumped out of the way. Oh. Which one? I'm guessing he's the type who wouldn't want his actions questioned. He'd like more for someone to care after him. But fuck it, I'm pretty sure Yasuko would say this. What were you thinking? Got some fire in you, huh? You're alright. Oh. Whoops. Ooh, I'm sorry. I mean, thank you. I don't know what I mean. Don't sweat it. I don't even know why I did it. Just kinda happened. He grins. We need to stop the bleeding. Come on, it's just a flesh wound. You're acting like an old woman. That's an awful lot of blood for a flesh wound, pal. And you got us considered infection. Once I saw a man's arm just turn green and fall off. Now, hold still. We watched for a few tense minutes while Shirabe applied some rudimentary first aid. Here, take this. Thanks. I handed him my handkerchief, which he skillfully tied around Midarashi's arm. Damn it, I thought we were almost done, so I let myself get cocky and screwed this up again. Shido grimaced and slammed his fist into a nearby wall. Hey, this isn't just your show, man. Stop trying to act like a hero. No, that's not it. I should have been on my guard, told everyone to move away from the door. Well, I've patched him up as good as I can, but this man needs to get some real treatment as soon as possible. Midarashi nodded in thanks. Then we need to get out of here as fast as we can. So what did we do wrong? Yeah, that's the first thing we need to figure out. I tried to fight down the growing feeling of panic and go over what we knew, but I couldn't hold my thoughts together. I was so sure that was the answer. As was I. Maybe we went through the steps wrong, or we're missing something important. Shirobei continued to mumble to himself and scratch his beard, his pathetic beard, as the rest of us thought.
But now, there's like 2 doors left. We got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Unless they're both wrong.
I could tell he was trying to lighten the mood, but his words had the opposite effect. The minutes ticked by. Every so often I could see Mitarashi grimace in pain and shift uncomfortably. It must hurt more than he's telling us. We need to do something fast. Let's go over everything again, starting from the beginning. I nodded and started running over what we knew in my head. Shrebe pushed the switch, and then we found the katana with the wild ginger seal on it. That was the line, "Take in hand the holy seal, and with the prayer of the priestess." Next, we stuck the sword into the statue. And it made a sort of clicking noise, which was the part about defeating the Demon King. Finally, the light moved to the end of the sword and reflected off to the point of this door, which was the light of victory will illuminate your path. Damn it, what did we miss? Seems like we did everything we were supposed to, but something feels wrong. I racked my brain for what might be. When we examined the room, did we miss something important? Wasn't it shaped like the Holy Seal? That is weird. When we realized that there's a statue and it was made of different materials. We didn't address that anyway, so that's gotta be something. Well, I guess we'll see. Did I get it? Oh, apparently. I figured something out, at least. We forgot about how the statue and its base are each made of different stuff. So, couldn't there be something hidden there? I looked up to see 6 stunned faces staring at me. My god, she's right! We completely forgot about the damn statue! I saw it, I even mentioned it, and then... In that case, perhaps we should consider what the difference might mean. We huddled around the statue and began to study it with renewed interest. We have to figure this out quickly. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see Mitarashi still trying and failing to hide how much his wound hurt. I began to circle around the statue. What is this thing made of, anyways? Without really thinking, I reached out to touch it, only to have my arm suddenly grabbed and pulled away. Whoa! What were you thinking? Oh my goodness. He's a sexist motherfucker. What were you thinking? You're a woman, you shouldn't be touching that thing. What? What is he? I'm gonna take this in a sexual way. He grabbed me, and now I was getting yelled at? I mean, sure, I probably shouldn't have touched it without warning everyone, but what does being a woman have to do with that? It sure sounded sexist to me. Oh man, I'm getting mad. Oh, I'm getting so... What is he thinking? This probably isn't the time to start a fight, but he's being an... Oh, I'm getting so mad. I'm not even going to try to say it before that decision. What's wrong with you? Sorry. Yeah, okay, maybe I didn't really think too hard about whether or not I should touch that thing, but my being a woman doesn't have anything to do with it. What the heck were you thinking? You're absolutely right. I shouldn't have said that. Well, I did stick my hand out for when I... Well, I did stick my hand out when I shouldn't have, and I apologize for that. But don't go doing that again, okay? Oh, yeah, oh my goodness. I actually got fucking closer to him because of that. That's fucking great. I should have been more careful, but if I hadn't called Shadow out on his malacry, I would have felt pretty steamed. Shadow hung his head and rubbed his hand over his eyes. Look, I'm really sorry. I'm a police officer, a detective. My job is to protect people, but I failed. I was angry with myself and I pushed that onto you. I was wrong. It's okay, really. I sort of want to get these two into a romance just because I'm using the same voice for each of them. That would be so weird. He bowed his head. You're too serious, bro. I can barely even feel this. If I had a band-aid, I'd be fine. If we're being honest here, I don't really like you that much. But we're all still counting on you, right? Back me up here. Yeah, you don't need to be so hard on yourself. So, you alright now, detective? Shadow pursed his lips. It's a detective, and you know it. Details! Come on, man, don't sweat the small stuff. Alright, I suppose you win this one. Shadow sighed and gave us a small smile. Well, that's real sweet and all, but we're back to where we started. We haven't figured out the statue at all. We nodded and turned back to puzzling over the statue again.
Hey, guys, you think maybe it turns?
He pointed down towards the statue met the base. That's a really good point. Stand back, I'll see if I can move it. Carefully, Shadow stepped forward, put his hand on the statue. When nothing happened, he slowly started to push. It moved! Not very far, but it had moved. It appeared that the katana could be used as a sort of handle to rotate the statue. Good, Kagome. I think you should take over now. Yes, as the warrior, I think you'll have to. There might be more tricks, so just go slow and be ready to get out of the way. Right, got it. I moved the statue slowly, bit by bit, and before long... Ah! The head suddenly shot off and flew across the room, slamming into a wall and dropped on the floor.
Oh man, that really scared me. I thought my heart was gonna stop.
His eyes were so wide that I could see the whites. His breathing was fast and shallow.
The panel screen.
So our warrior has defeated Narayan. So our steps were right in a manner of speaking. We are just missing one. Shurabe groaned and shook his head. That means that we just need to follow the light again, right? It's pointing to the door on the left. Let me handle it this time. Oh, wrong voice. He strode towards the door, and once he'd made sure we were out of the way, he pulled it open. Thank goodness. He let out a sigh of relief, and I followed suit. The room of the Supreme Ruler has been completed. I never thought I'd be happier to hear that voice, but for once I was.
Look, you can see the outside.
This must be the exit. We began to cheer. At last, we finally finished the first day's game. Our faces were drawn and tired, but every one of them was split with a relieved grin. Stage 1 has been completed. You have attained a reward. One of the floorboards in the passageway popped open. Inside was a treasure chest like the one we found in the first room. Let's see here. What the heck is this? It's just a piece of paper. He pulled it out and frowned at it. Sun? The hell does the sun have to do with this? We can think about it after we've gotten you taken care of. How about you give that to me for safekeeping? Right, we need to get you treated. Let's go. I broke into a run and I heard everyone else doing the same behind me. It wasn't easy, but we did it. We beat Samurai Fantasy VII. Woo! When we finally got outside, it was 7 p.m. and totally dark. The last room had taken us 3 hours. I felt a chill go up my spine. If we'd just taken a little longer to finish... Going. Congratulations on finishing today's game. Ugh, you. I glared at the screen with the pig's fugly face on it. Really, you did an excellent job. You used your strengths to complete each challenge. I was quite moved. As if... Oink, I imagine you've got some idea. what sort of fun you'll have to look forward to in the rest of our games now, you also understand how high the stakes are. I felt everyone tense. We knew exactly what he meant. We had a bunch of close calls already, and we've got 6 more days of this. My chest tied in. We could only go on so long. Sooner or later, we would slip up and someone would... I can't let that happen. Shadow's voice broke the silence. I have a proposal. If we do manage to complete all 7 days of the game, could you give us a reward? A reward?
Yeah, this is a game, right? What kind of game doesn't have some kind of loot, or a treasure where you beat it?
Shadow nodded in agreement. They're right. It's not fair to have to go through all this for nothing. As for my reward, I'm just hoping to save my uncle. You might have a point, Hoink. Okay, I will grant whatever boon you request. Damn, pretty generous for a hog. Shadow's face didn't even twitch. I don't know what you hope to accomplish with all this, but I know what my reward will be. The safe return of all the hostages. None of us had expected that, least of all Hogstein, who began to shake with rage. The moment of weakness I decide to be nice, and you just tear out this gentle maiden's heart. Gentle maiden? Yes, you cocky little monkey, and I've had enough of you too, you snot-nosed brat, and you meathead, and you swindler. Cocky? Monkey?
Hey, what do you mean by snot-nosed?
Meathead? What are you talking to me, pal? I suppose, swindler would be me. What? Does the truth hurt? Who do you think's been keeping you alive? Stop that, you emo twerp. You too, you old hairy fart. Don't even get me started on this detective who spends hours on his hair even though he's going bald. Whoa, I'm not going bald. This is just how my hair looks. Shut up! Your mother is hideously obese. Whoa! Too far. What the heck is going on here? Where did all these insults come from? I understand that he was angry, but this was going too far. Oh, can I get pissed again? Ooh, do we all die if I get pissed? Can I save on this one? Yeah, I can save on this one. Ooh, get mad indeed. What's wrong with you? Oh, did I hit him? I hope I didn't hit him. Oh, sorry! An apology's not gonna cut it.
Oh man, she's kinda scaring me.
Really full of piss and vigor, isn't she? Alright, fine. I'll return the hostages just like you asked. Then, why did you get so mad? Oink, oink. I just forgot that you'll all be dead before the week is over, so I can promise you whatever I want. Now then, I imagine all of you are very tired. Fear not, your hotel will arrive shortly. Wait, what? Your hotel will arrive shortly? Okay. While you wait, you're free to do whatever you like. Explore the park. Eat at a restaurant. This is an amusement park after all. Amuse yourselves. Once you're all finished, please be sure to meet up at the far end of Adventure Village. Oh, right, I apologize, but none of the attractions will function at all. Now, I bid you all farewell. The screen blinked out. Oh, he's on a screen, so I can even hit him if I wanted to.
The hotel will arrive?
That's what he said. I'm not quite sure what it means. Nah, we're gonna find out soon anyways. Meanwhile, let's go have some fun. Without waiting for a response, he took off towards one of the park directories. It would seem that he really enjoys theme parks. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. No, I was more thinking that he's an idiot, but that was probably why he knew so much about this one. I think he's still kind of trying to hide it, so we ought to leave him. Wait, aren't we? Have we got him medical care? Isn't that like the first thing we were supposed to do? Because we came out and we just started talking to the pig thing. Okay, great. True. If that was the case, though, he wasn't hiding it very well. Still, no harm in leaving it unsaid. Do I get to choose what I do now? When we caught up to Mitarashi, he seemed shocked when I reminded him that none of the attractions were working. Apparently, he hadn't been listening to Hogstein that closely.
Man, I never got to eat lunch. I'm starving. Can we go look for a restaurant?
I didn't realize until he said it, but I was hungry too. Starving, in fact. A wise choice. I've also grown somewhat peckish. A man can't fight on an empty stomach, you know. I think I'll join you. Yeah, true, but I think I want to hit up the main office first. I'll catch up with you guys later, cool? He didn't seem to want to say it, but I had a feeling Mitarashi wanted to try and find something to treat his wound with.
I'm gonna take a look at the arcade.
But if the attractions aren't working, wouldn't that mean all the games are offline too?
I still want to check.
We don't know squat about what's going on here. I'm going to go see if I can dig up anything. Alright, I'll go with Mitarashi to the office then. He'd gotten hurt because of me. It felt wrong to just leave him.
Huh? Why?
It didn't sound like he was very fond of the idea. You want help? Then leave me alone. I'm a lone wolf, man. You're an escort. The brush off didn't get much clearer than that. What should I do? If I try to convince him to let me come, that'd be awkward. Who do I go with? Oh, okay. I think I shall decide with my stomach. After some consideration, I decided to go to the restaurant. Mitarashi said he'd come find us later anyways. I felt bad that he'd gotten hurt because of me, but I didn't want to make it worse by butting into his business. There is one thing, though. What's that? Well, the pig said none of the attractions are operating. So, does that include restaurants? Yes, I would be curious about that as well.
Well, we won't know if we don't go have a look. Heck, even if it's not working, there should be some food there.
True. Perhaps we can just borrow the kitchen and cook ourselves some food. Shido, can you cook? I confess I was a little surprised. No, well, not that I know of. I got good instincts, so I figured I could give it a shot. Yeah, that's always a bad idea.
No way, you are banned from the kitchen.
Instincts. What the heck was he planning to cook on instinct? The thought of Shido frowning in a furious concentration over his stove made me want to burst out in laughter. Yeah, he does seem like the type that would like yell and complain at the stove. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him try since the restaurant turned out to be operating as usual. Although all the employees are piglets. It was oddly unsettling to watch the flock of people in black unitards and weird masks wait tables, cook food, and run the register.
Are we gonna be okay?
They do look strange, but I think we should be fine. Perhaps to reassure us, Shido headed deeper into the restaurant. Ah, well, there he goes.
He doesn't mess around, does he?
Wakasa shrugged and frowned. There didn't seem to be any other customers, although I hadn't really expected any. Let's go.
Okay.
I smiled at him and then followed Shido in. This looks more like a food court than a restaurant, which is typical of amusement parks. I glanced around and saw Shido beckoning us over to some seats he'd taken. Agreed, they seem to have Japanese, Western, and Chinese food. Ooh, do I get to choose? I want a hamburger or a steak!
Whoa, they got a lot of stuff here.
You visit the counter to get your food, then come back here to eat it. Oh, it's almost like you've been to a restaurant before.
Well, I'm feeling like something greasy, so I was thinking Western.
His earlier fear appeared. Oh my! So is that what the Japanese think of Western fear and just all? You know, that's not totally wrong. Yeah, his earlier fears apparently forgotten. Wakasa trotted briskly away. I could really go for something Chinese. It's been a long day, and I could use something with a strong flavor. Then we all split up. It seems I always eat Japanese when dining away from home. With that, they were gone. Oh, I want Western food, but I don't want to do fuck with him. Okay, I'm gonna try Chinese food. I'm gonna hate it though. I'm gonna hate it. I want a steak though. Like, give me a Chinese steak. Well, I'm feeling pretty tired after all that adventure. Maybe I'll have something with some punch to it. I would love a steak with some punch to it right now. I headed off after Shadow. Oh, so you want Chinese too? Yeah, what are you going to get? Well, I'm trying to decide between the twice-cooked pork and the chinjao stir-fry. Not an easy choice. Less easy... You're only saying that, Yasuko, because you have no idea what either of those are. You're mean. Come on, let's admit it. You know, you can get more bang for your buck if you get 2 dishes and split them. Maybe I should see if he wants to do that. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, then why don't I order the pork and you get the stir-fry? Huh? Why? Well, if we split them, then you can eat both things. Best of both worlds. Oh. I'll order them then. I called to one of the piglets and gave it our order. It nodded and disappeared into the kitchen. You're a weird one, you know? Huh? What? I'm not a boy playing this. Don't call me weird. I am definitely not weird. Did I say something weird? I mean, No, I'm just thinking out loud. But earlier I said something pretty mean to you. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he's the sexist fucker. Okay. Oh well, I was kind of being stupid. But I should be thanking you. I mean, not for that, but... What are you talking about? You got Hogstein to promise to release the hostages. Ah, that's right. Your uncle is trapped in that cage too, isn't he? Yeah. When I saw they had him, I had to do something. That was why I was volunteered. But I don't know if that pig will actually let them go. You don't need to worry. I'll make sure they're safe. The hostages and all of you. He nodded with determination, and I smiled back up at him. He wouldn't be giving up, I could see that much. Shortly afterward, a piglet returned with our food, and we headed back towards the others.
Man, I'm starving. Let's dig in.
Wakasa was already stuffing food into his mouth by the time the rest of us had sat down. This tastes quite good. Yes, it does. I'm impressed. They were right. The food was delicious. Apparently the piglets had a few master chefs.
After a meal like this, I feel like I'm ready to take on whatever they throw at us tomorrow.
Food is the source of all life. They say that the morale of any army is more dependent on the quality of food than any other factor. I can definitely understand why. With that, we shut up and got to the pressing task of shoveling food into our mouths. After a while, the people who had gone off elsewhere returned, and by the end, all 7 of us were eating together. As far as I can tell, the area outside the park is empty. My guess is the pig's using the hostages to keep the cops and media away. The entrance isn't locked. If we wanted to, we could just walk out, but he'd kill the hostages. There doesn't appear to be any park employees anywhere. Everything's been run by the piglets. We saw it go this morning, but the Ferris wheel is toast. After the blast, the whole thing just collapsed. Everyone sighed. We know things were bad, but to hear it all laid out like that... Hogstein manages to appear inside the park without any warning, makes a big entrance, kidnaps the entire staff, and seizes control. Just what is he? We don't even know what he really wants. This has to be a huge amount of work. Is he just doing it for fun? No idea.
If he is, that's a pretty messed up idea of fun.
Indeed. But even so, this seems like a great deal of trouble.
If you wanted to see people in danger, why set up a game like this? Why do it here?
You must be getting real bored if you think this is a good time. When I get my hands on that little jerk. Well, we've got a long way to go, so we're all gonna need to work together. Everyone nodded. Sorry, oh, that's... okay. That's the hotel. Why on a ship, though? After dinner, we headed towards Adventure Village. Shirabe seemed to know the way, so he was leading us.
Whoa, what the heck is that?
Ah. At the far end of Adventure Village, a gorgeous cruise liner had been anchored near the riverside dock. Ah, well, now I see what he meant by arrive. It's quite impressive, isn't it? We all stared at the ship for a minute or two, amazed by the size and grandeur.
So this thing must be from the game too, huh?
Well, we may as well board. Ooh, maybe it's from 999. That would be great. Keeping a close eye on his surroundings, Shadow headed for the ship. The rest of us followed. As it turned out, it was just as spectacular on the inside as it was on the outside. The decor wouldn't have been out of place at a 5-star hotel. That is a huge fish tank. I gotta be honest, that's real. Even a 5-star hotel, would they really have something that cool? That's awesome. I have a feeling that's gonna play into the story later, though. Damn, I would have been stoked to get invited here if it wasn't in the middle of this stupid game.
Yeah.
They both gazed around the lobby and sighed. Is it moving? Yeah, I think so. They began to move as soon as all of us were on board. Well done, he's thorough. This means we're stuck here until morning. Unless we swim. Shirabe frowned as several piglets appeared. Looks like they still can't talk. They began to wave their arms and bodies around wildly, trying desperately to communicate something without words. Are they trying to say they'll show us to our rooms?
How can you tell?
Huh? Well, I'm not sure. Just kind of instinct, I guess? We followed the piglets to the rooms we'd been inside. Gosh, I sure am tired. As soon as the piglets shut the door and left, I collapsed onto my bed. After a whole day of running around, lying down felt so good. I'm gonna fall asleep if I stay here. I had to clean up. With a mighty effort, I held myself out of bed and towards the bathroom. A shower was my first priority, and after that I dried and dressed. I began to really examine the room. It was about the size of a spacious single hotel, but it was neat and pretty. It was also well stocked with, well, just about everything I could need. I hadn't brought anything with me, obviously, but it looked like whoever had prepared the room had anticipated that. At last, feeling refreshed, I finally let myself fall into bed, but so much has happened today. I'm tired, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. As soon as I lay down, my head was full of thoughts of my uncle, the game we just played, and whatever game we'd be playing tomorrow. Just worrying about all of this isn't going to get me anywhere. The exhaustion from before was gone, replaced with the restless energy. Oh, I get to hang out with someone? Ooh, okay. Can I save? Oh, guess not. I don't like this guy. He's annoying. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. You know, I don't like any of these guys. I'm picking him because I want them to get together because I'm using the same voice for both of them. He also seems like the standard choice. Shadow seems to be kind of a natural leader. I decided to go see if I could talk to him. Haven't gone to sleep yet, I see. Yeah, I kinda can't. You too, hmm? He gave me a strange smile from the sofa in the lobby he was sitting on. You can't sleep either? I sat down on the sofa as I spoke. Yeah, I've been thinking about my responsibilities, my duty. In his hands was a pistol. Is that? I thought bringing it with me today was stupid, paranoid, but it looks like it was the right decision now, doesn't it? Hopefully I won't have to use it. Yeah, talking to myself now. I've been talking to myself this whole time, but... What's wrong? You keep staring at it. Is it really that strange? Well, yeah, of course it is. I thought so. He smiled and slid the gun back into the shoulder holster under his coat. A good, responsible citizen like you should never have to see something like that. Am I a responsible citizen? I don't know. Yasuko seems like a troublemaker. If any of you were to be put into harm's way, though, I'd fire without hesitation. I felt like his words were as much for him as they were for me. I apologize. I imagine this is pretty boring. I don't know that I'd say it's boring. That's so. Your hair's all wet. You're going to catch a cold. Huh? Oh. He ruffled my hair experimentally and frowned. Head back to your room and dry it right this time. You're gonna make sure you get some rest. You're gonna need it. Okay. You get some rest too, Baldy. Soon. I'll be here for a little longer, I think. He didn't say anything more, but I could tell he wanted to be alone with his Baldo self. I should head back. Still, I felt like I'd gotten to know him a little better. Whew. Well, I'm definitely sleepy now. Just look at the time. I flopped into my bed and was asleep before my head hit the pillow. It was supposed to be a peaceful day. Is Dad awake yet? Should I go wake him up? He... Why don't you let him sleep a little longer? Daddy hasn't had a day off in a long time. He's very tired. And you don't want to get tired later, do you? Maybe you should sleep a little longer, too. Maybe. But what if it runs away while I'm sleeping? It's an amusement park, dear. It won't be going anywhere. It'll be waiting for you when you get up. So let Daddy sleep in. When he gets up, we can pack some lunches and go to the park together. Does that sound like fun? Yeah. Apparently. That's all very mysterious. Okay, stage 2. I need to press a button, don't I? Yep.